All right, time now is 11:43 a.m. in the morning on January 29th. Yeah. So I slept from 4:10 to 11 basically. Yeah, fuck. I wanted to go to bed at 2:30, did not do that. Um yeah, I didn't even watch a movie last night. I mean, I did watch The Zone of Interest, but I wanted to watch Your Name or something, but I ended up not doing that because A, I was a little fatigued by watching too many movies. B, I was so focused on doing so many things. So I edited my college update video, and then I had so much to deal with. I need to check the receipts that Ken sent me so that I would Zelle him $221. I counted 199. I know that's like a $22 difference, but still gotta make sure. And I don't want to be a meanie about things. I don't want to be a nitpicker, But at the same time, it's my money that I'm paying, so yikes. Um, and then yeah. Yesterday, Justin P also said that he's missing a couple items, grip head, and some moving blankets. So that sucks. Because of my short, because it's so chaotic on day two. Like we have equipment and lights from every possible source. But Benny's on it, so there's that. I also spent a considerable amount of time learning about downloading cracked Adobe Premiere Pro. First of all, I really thought to myself, oh, what if I can just get copy the software from my old PC to the new PC? And that seems like a very stupid answer, stupid solution. But if you think about it, when I first got my Adobe Premiere Pro on my old PC, it's someone from my mom's company copying a file to my laptop and just running something and it just installed. So what if the file is still there, the original file, and I just need to copy that file over. So I found the original file somehow very easily, and then I copied it into my hard drive and then copied it from the hard drive to the new PC, and I ran it and it didn't work because it's missing msvcr110.dll, and that is essentially MS is Microsoft, V is I forgot what it is. C, it means C++, and R is redistribution. Um, so I'm like, I don't know what does that mean. Maybe it's just missing a file. So there's this site where you could download one, and then I realized, okay, maybe it's not that simple. So I did a little research. Turns out the reason why you can't just copy a software to another is because um, the software is stuck to a laptop. It's stuck to a specific laptop, and um, I don't know, if you try to move it, this is the exact message it says: MSVCR110. You don't have it. If you don't have it, then it means it definitely won't work. And you definitely can't just download it off of some website. That's definitely some kind of malware. So, fine. And again, I don't know anything about computer science or viruses or whatever, so this is all new to me. And the fact that I have to figure this out within 2 days is just ridiculous. So, fine, torrent. So I downloaded AirVPN. I paid €2 for AirVPN. And I downloaded Qubit Torrent. So apparently, how it works is you need to bind your Qubit Torrent to your VPN, and then you find a link, a magnet link, it's called, on some torrent website. Either it be 1337x.com or Mongoose, which is this Russian website, or whatever. There are multiple websites that do that. And then you just hope for the best, and hopefully it's not virus. And it gets even more complicated when apparently there are things called false positives, where when you copy a link from Mongoose, it detects virus, but they're not real. They're just a scare or something, and it's called a false positive. But all that is too complicated and still very risky. This a new laptop, I don't want to damage it. So an even better method is called Gen P, where you don't even need a VPN, you don't even need to torrent. All you need to do is download a couple. You download Creative Cloud, you install Adobe Premiere Pro as if you're new to all this, and then there's a CC stopper and there's a Gen P software, and where you can run the Premiere Pro through Gen P software. If this works, hell yes. But again, it's like 80-20 chance. Like 80% it works, 20% chance it doesn't work. Mongoose is 60-40. 60% it works, 40% it doesn't. This one is more of a 80-20, but still, there's a chance that it won't work. So I'll figure this out today. I'll have to figure it out today. If it really doesn't work, then final resort is DaVinci Resolve. That thing is free. Might as well learn how to use it now. But I've been using Premiere Pro all my fucking life. I have to stick to that. So please let me download that. So that's one thing, right? Yeah, there are a couple other things, but this means one thing. Another thing is I applied to another job at Connect SC. It's working at the cafeterias, but it's a 12-hour job. You need to work there for 12 fucking hours a week, which is pretty much impossible for me. But I'm gonna try. But yeah, that's insane. I don't know how I can find 12 hours unless there's a wiggle room and a leeway, and I can only, I can, tell them let me just get 9 hours. But yeah, it's minimum wage is $16. I'll take it. So hopefully some news come from that. So yeah, I didn't even immediately fall asleep last night. So today I'm going to CTCS 300, and then I'm going to go to Ralph's. Several things to do. Really several things to do. Even though the short film is over and it's supposed to be a huge relief, it's actually not a huge relief because I still have to edit it, plus the USC film application essays. Hopefully I can speed run them all and write very fucking good essays. I have assignments and papers to write for my own classes. I have been free writing for the last couple of weeks from my world building class, and I don't want that to happen. I'm not that kind of person. And then, yeah, and then aside from that, there's still, finding a job, scholarship, all that stuff, paying the money for ABCA to join the club. Tomorrow night's a club meeting, so I gotta do something about that. What else? Just loads of shit to do, and, fuck. But yeah, still very glad, very graceful that the short film shoot is over, and I have a hard drive over there, and it's the product of everything I've done. All the short film, all the pre-production, all the planning, all the lighting, all the acting, all the production design, they all funneled into some video files and some sound files. And yeah, gotta do something about that. Okay. $80. Holy shit. All right. Time now is 9:34 p.m. I just finished dinner, which is curry pork chops, some simple fettuccine spaghetti, and broccoli with garlic. We had orange mango peach juice with it. So yeah, today everything went according to plan. Today it was fine. Again, I rushed out of the door. It took me like 3 minutes to come up with lunch and cook it and then stuff it into my mouth and then rush out of the door. And I missed the bus, so I had to walk. But I was able to be early for class, like just a couple minutes. But yeah, that sucked. But aside from that, everything went according to plan. I sat down, I had my laptop with me, and I wrote notes down, and I really realized how much I have to do for USC. Like, I'm entering my fourth week. This is my fourth week, and goddamn, there's so much stuff that I'm missing out on, whether it be assignments, reading exercises, or just things in general, like the application essays for film production and just writing notes. Looking at the gym, finding jobs, finding scholarships, clubs, etc., etc., etc. There's still so much for me to do, and I need to do that ASAP. So right now, I'll focus on USC, and after finish editing the project, I'll focus even harder. But yeah, I didn't talk much. I did raise my hand once during class, and the professor was talking about slow cinema, and there were several students raising their hands. And they all gave pretty good answers. Some of them talked about Jean Dillman. One of them talked about Kelly Reichardt. I talked about Memoria by Apichapong Widasatakul. And I talked about how, oh, it's really slow, but it's really good. And she's like, the professor's like, yeah, it's really good. Even though the professor talks really slow and she's really nice and she doesn't, you won't be able to tell she's a professor who watches shit tons of movies. But she does watch shit tons of movies. So that's awesome. And there are so many more moments where I wanted to raise my hands and speak, but I don't want to come off socially awkward, or maybe there's nothing to add. But I definitely want to speak more in future classes. But yeah, so the three guys, Ryan, Ben, Logan, I feel like they're closer to each other than they're to me. I feel like a bit of an outsider in front of them. I don't know why, but they sort of sat together and I sat behind them, and before we watched Umberto D, they were like, oh, hopefully we don't fall asleep. Yeah, it's gonna be a boring one again. And I'm just there thinking, like, I like being cool with them, but I'm not like them. I'm a real fucking cinephile. I'm a real film nerd. So I really enjoyed Umberto D. The second time I watched it, even better than before. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, anyways, that's the class. After class, I wanted to talk to North, but she disappeared. So I just walked to Ralph's. I bought a shitload of food. Again, I'm wasting more money, but fuck it, whatever. Honestly, I realized that if I buy, say, $100 worth of food every single week, and that's Ralph's plus maybe Wee or Trader Joe's or some from Target, I don't know. Actually, though, $100 divided by 7 and then divided by 3, that's about $4.50 per meal. Holy crap, that's cheap as fuck. That's even considered cheap in Hong Kong standards. So, buying groceries may seem bad idea, especially if you buy it like every week constantly, but honestly, it saves a lot of money. I also filled in the form, the Ralph's card form. It's so funny, in the middle of class, in the middle of a lecture, I just pulled out a piece of paper and started writing on it, the Ralph's card form. So I wrote it, I gave it to the cashier, and the cashier's like, well, in 1 or 2 weeks, it'll get activated and you can use your card then. And I'm like, great. I don't know, I feel like I need to sacrifice something. I feel like I'm going to lose something by using this card. Maybe I'll have to pay for the card. I don't know. But There's no way in hell can I just get a card for free and suddenly everything in Ralph's is free. There must be some kind of downside to this. I don't know what it is, but there has to be some kind of downside to it, and I don't know it yet. Or maybe I just have trust issues because it's LA and everyone's out to kill you. But yeah, it's good. I'm really, really relieved that I got a new roll of alcohol wipes, because only after that I can wipe down my new laptop so that I can charge it and then focus on using that. And I actually have a lot to do tonight, including working on the world building design class homework that I've been free writing for the last 2 weeks. I texted in the group chat, telling them, oh sorry, I've been unresponsive, but tell me if there's anything I can work on. And then there's the notes for religion class, the writing assignment. I want to finish that by today, even though it seems crazy. There's USC film production application essays. I can write them super fast because I have an idea on how to write them already. It's just that it takes time and it's multiple essays, and I still need to film the fucking self-introduction. And then I need to get the cracked Adobe. Hopefully it works. Again, if it doesn't work, I'll move to DaVinci Resolve. Not a huge deal, but my tongue still hurts. I think it's gotten a little bit better than yesterday, but it still fucking hurts. I want to sleep early tonight, so let that be. And I don't know, Blu-rays. I'm so glad I got the Old Boy Blu-ray. I'll feel amazing when Old Boy in 4K runs out and is out of print, if it ever is out of print, and people are buying it for $1 bajillion on eBay, and here I am having it for $58. But yeah, Bakemonogatari, I desperately need that box set. And a month ago, there's one in $240, which is crazy. So I decided to wait on it and see if it will get cheaper. No, the $240 box set is bought. The next in line is like $270. That one's gone. Next in line is $300. That's gone. Next in line is $350. That's gone. So the longer I wait, the more expensive it gets. And I'm waiting for a clueless eBay seller who's gonna sell the Bakemonogatari box set for dirt cheap. And by dirt cheap, I mean lower than $300. I'll buy it at this point. But yeah, it's right now it's like at $400. Like the cheapest available is $400, which I really don't want, so I'll keep waiting. But to be honest, given that last year I spent how much did I spend? $3,200 for the camera and lens, plus one more lens, $4,200 just for 2 lenses and a camera. And if you include the camera bag and the SD card, it's $4,300. Do you know how many fucking Blu-rays and box set Blu-rays I can get for $4,300? You know, I spent like around $2,700 on information blackout. You know how much I can get from the same money? So you know what? As expensive as Blu-rays are, I mean, it's still better than collecting lenses. It's good that right now I'm not into collecting lenses and cameras, because if so, I'm basically broke. And I'm satisfied with the 2 lenses I have. I wish I can get the 20-70, but nah, I can wait on that. I can wait forever for that. But yeah, I'll definitely be on the lookout for Bakemonogatari. Yeah. Yay, I don't know what to say. Tomorrow is the APCA club meeting, so I'm looking forward to that. Very, very looking forward to that. I also need to figure out how to add volume to my hair so that it doesn't fall flat. Yeah, nothing else. Alright, time now is 7:50 a.m. on January 30th. My tongue and my mouth is hurting even more. Fuck. I slept from 3:50 to 7:45. Earlier than 4, that's good, but still, that's less than 4 hours. This is torture. I don't like it. Why the fuck am I waking up so early, by the way? I think it's because it's a 9 a.m. class, but like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So today is a Tuesday, so of course I'm going to go to my world building class, and then I'm going to go to art history. Last night it's actually quite unproductive, you know. I planned to download the cracked Adobe Premiere Pro. I didn't do that. I planned to finish my religion writing assignment. Didn't do that. I planned to watch 4 episodes of The Bear. Only ended up watching 1. Oh god. Damn it. Yeah. So, fuck. I have so much to do I? Is 18 units too much for me? It might be. But, yeah. I made a little to-do list last night, and it's all the shit I have to do. I have something to do for each class, plus the film school applications. The film production applications. I wanted to do that yesterday. Also didn't do that yesterday. But I have some good news though, and it's regarding my obsession with Blu-rays. I completely forgot that there's a website called Mercari, and in that website, I found Bakemonogatari Blu-ray for $250, which is insane. It's a steal. I mean, in terms of like relatively, because on eBay the cheapest one is $400 fucking dollars. So I thought to myself, I probably should buy it. $250. But think about it. Last year I spent $4,200 on cameras and lenses. How much have I spent on Blu-ray so far? I think 250? That's not even 10%, bro. So, yeah. But yeah, not much else. I think, yeah, I gotta do all those things today. If I have time. Which I hope I do, because at 7 p.m. right after dinner, I'll have to go out and attend the ABCA Film Club meeting, which I'm particularly excited about, actually. But, yeah, hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully I get to do all those things. And the art history class, paper 1, is due on Thursday, so I might have to speed run that.
And 225, and so the round total is the same. The in between is different, right? Incorporated. I feel like
Alright, this will last me years. Alright, time now is, god damn, it hurts. Oh my god. Time now is 4:03. I came back home about an hour ago. Everything went well. Almost fell asleep in the world building class. I brought my laptop out, and for the first time in USC history, I feel very dignified with my laptop out because I have so many notes to write and so much to do, so much to organize, so much homework. Yeah, but yeah, almost fell asleep in the world building class, but I spoke up more. I spoke up a couple times, maybe 3 times. And then, I went to the art history class, and on the way there, so in the morning, I found out about the culture questionnaire or culture survey, which is this huge survey where every USC student can do, and the survey essentially is like, you know, oh, do you agree that everyone in USC has integrity? Do you agree that everyone's polite and it's diverse? You know, that kind of stuff. And if you finish that survey, you get a free meal at In-N-Out. And I know I just had an In-N-Out burger a few days ago, but you know what? Free meal? Fuck yeah. I'm going. So I filled in the survey in the morning, and then after my world building class, I went to okay, let's talk about the world building class a little bit. I'm speeding ahead. So I don't know why. As much as I love world building, this class is a bit more boring than I thought it would be. For a long time, it felt really, really slow. There was a moment where we had to watch a short film, like a video, an animation video. And oh my god, I almost fell asleep. But, a little bit before that, there were only like 4 students plus a TA, so only 5 people showed up today, plus the professor. And we had to present our ideas for our project number 2, which is our individual project where we choose to create a world. And it's a bit awkward because out of the 4 students, there's me included, 2 other students are Chinese. But I don't consider myself Chinese, but my project is about Chinese history. So when it's my turn, I talked about Chinese history, and the TA, who's also Chinese, so 3 Chinese people. The TA raised her hand and asked me 2 questions. One is like, what dynasty? 2 is why? And I gave really good answers because I've already thought this over many times already. It's a Southern Song dynasty. I love it because of the technological advancement, because I don't want it to be too old or too new. Like, I want it to be at a sweet spot where I can have creative freedom, yada yada. And the professor's like, great question, great answer. So that's really cool. And the Chinese students, they have ideas that are completely unrelated to the Chinese culture, so I find that really funny. And then yeah, anyways, left the class, walked to art history at the DMC Dr. Medicine Crow Center, and on the way there, I hit the main road, the Trousdale Parkway. And I saw 2 food trucks, one for Kogi, which is a Korean barbecue taco food truck, and the other is In-N-Out. Turns out both of these food trucks are also the same, in that if you have done the survey, you can get a free meal there. So I'm like, great, now I can have the Korean barbecue instead because I had In-N-Out, even though In-N-Out is probably more filling. So I lined up and I walked really slow at first because I didn't expect it, but and I was a little scared because art history class begins at 12:30. By the time I started lining up, it's 12. So I have half an hour to line up at this huge ass line and then get the food and eat the food and then finish and then go to class. Thank God I'm right beside the MC. But I finally lined up at 12:20. I received my food. 12:20-ish, and I ate it up very fast. I made a huge mess, but it's fine. I had a can of Sprite as well. Didn't finish it. And at around 12:35 or 12:40-ish, I went to class. I was late for 10 minutes, but it's a-okay. I don't think I missed much. And then in the class, I continued to use my laptop. Almost completely ran out of battery. Battery just drains really fast. But yeah, overall, it's pretty good. Again, spoke up a couple times, but nothing else. After class, I went to Trader Joe's and I bought a bunch of shit. $30-something. So yeah, just 2 days in a row, I just bought loads of food. But once again, I don't think I'll ever run out of food. For the next week or so, I'm stacked. I got so much food. It's insane. I'm absolutely stacked. So I don't have to worry about food for a while. Yeah, still thinking about buying the Bakemonogatari Blu-ray, but the thing is, I don't want to waste more money because I know with the tuition and the short film and everything and the Mexico, I've already wasted a bajillion dollars. So I'm going to do some calculations later. If I've already spent more than 7,000 US fucking dollars this month, not counting tuition, then I'm just going to skip Bakemonogatari, but I'll probably still buy it. I mean, it's $250. It's insane, but is it though? Like, I feel like it's a rare find that I can find it at $250. I want it. Yeah. Yesterday, Justin shot his Indiegogo promotional video for Indiegogo, or yeah, I think it's Indiegogo, for a short film with the whole crew and everything. Ariel's there, Cliff's there, Alex the Brazilian's there, all the top-notch cream of the crop people are there. And a lot of tagging, a lot of people reposting posts. Part of me is like, goddamn, I wish there was this much noise for my short film. I'm making my 7th short film. He's making his 1st. But, Justin still DM'd me last night. Just send me a meme. And it's a meme posted by Ariel, but it's Justin's idea, but Ariel posted it because Ariel runs the short film account, Instagram account for Justin, and it's a meme about Lauren and his gimbal, and Justin sent that to me, and we talked a little bit, but yeah. But earlier today, Elin made a bunch of Instagram stories about objects in Mirror and the production design there, so yay. I know Ken would never do that because Ken's too cool for that, but Elin did that, so that's really cool. Yeah, hopefully I can get the cracked Adobe today, so hopefully that whole fiasco works out. And I'm looking forward to the APCA meeting. I'm trying to add volume to my hair. I don't know if this works or not. Hopefully it does. I'm gonna shave, I'm gonna look nice, I'm gonna wear better clothes, and I'll see y'all there. Yeah, but good tacos. I had the soft shell tacos with the Korean pork. And free lunch, baby. And also, like, USC also provides a screening next Thursday night of About Dry Grasses. Really want to watch that, so I think I will. USC is expensive, but sometimes they provide some really nice things. Oh my god.
I saw on the Instagram that you.
Alright, so time now is 1:53. God, my mouth hurts. Hopefully this is over in a few days. So yeah, didn't do much after going back home. I filmed a Blu-ray video. I really spent a lot of time logging all my money expenditures, going through my receipts, typing number by number, and I've been very money cautious lately. And part of it is because I just purchased a fucking Old Boy Blu-ray and I want the Bakemonogatari Blu-ray. So I want to see, since last night, I've been wanting to see if I still have room to buy one ultra expensive $250 Bakemonogatari Blu-ray. Yeah, so even though I should be doing homework, and trust me, I have, when I was lining up for the tacos, I was reading the Gospel of Mark, which is really weird. Reading it in an academic mindset is really interesting. Yeah, can't wait to go to religion class on Thursday. Yeah, I also did make a simple outline for my first essay out of the maybe 3 essays plus 2 video samples that I have to submit to USC. Honestly, it's probably not going to be that difficult. I think I can bang those essays out in no time. Yeah, but I just spent like an entire hour just calculating and counting all the money I've spent in Hong Kong during the 3-month stay, and holy shit. So here are the results. So in total, I spent $4,263.27, and that includes the ultra expensive laptop, this one, and the phone, which I'm using. To be fair, the phone is my mom's gift, but let's say it's not. I spent this money. This money is gone because I existed, because of my decisions. Had I not bought a laptop or phone, I would have spent $1,142.51. Holy cow. $1,100 in 3 fucking months. That's insane. In comparison, on average, I spend about $2,596 per month in the US. For 3 months, that's $7,788. Plus tuition, had I stayed at the community college, it would have been $10,000. Which means that by returning to Hong Kong for 3 months, I just saved myself about $6,000. And then if you add onto the fact that I worked and I had jobs and I earned money, I just saved myself $8,300. $8,300. Fuck yeah. So, yeah, I feel like it is an illusion to say, oh, I saved $8,300, so now I should spend more. That is the wrong mindset. I saved it for the purpose of saving it, not to spend it again later. But it does give me a sense of security when I spend more money. And you may say, well, $8,300, great. Then buying the laptop isn't in vain. But you have to remember, the laptop is part of the $8,300 that I did not save. So it's still part of the equation. It's not like this laptop came in and it was the right decision. I still have to admit that this thing is fucking expensive. However, I filled in the gaps. I filled in the gaps. I even counted the money I've spent in Hong Kong. In total, in 2023, I spent $32,577. In 2022 is $33,000. I did not see that coming. because I spent a lot more money in 2023 eating food, and buying movie tickets, and the fucking Airbnb and all the conundrum, but somehow it's still cheaper than 2022. Which is crazy considering that I include December. And if you remember correctly, in December, the reason why I spent $4,900 in December is the whole Mexico fiasco, the I-93 Cevis fee, which is $350, and just the ridiculous everything. And that also includes all the Spotify payments and the public storage payments that I had to pay. And they're all accumulated in December. And the eBay Blu-rays. But somehow 2023 is still cheaper. And January so far, I'm at $2,260 something dollars, which is crazy considering that that also includes the short film, but minus the rent because I already paid for 2 months rent back when I paid it in December. So, you know what? In conclusion, I think I'll buy the Bakemonogatari Blu-ray. I think I'll buy it tonight. I'm just scared. So, oh God, it hurts. So I had the fastest dinner in mankind. Within half an hour, I cooked and ate and cleaned everything. I had fish sticks, and then dipped in ketchup and mayonnaise. Probably a bad idea to eat deep fried fish sticks while having ulcers. They're like fish. They're not crunchy. They're kind of soggy, not that great, but it's a whatever. Ravioli, which is dry and bad, and the broccoli salad, which is fucking terrible. Like, I love the broccoli salad from Ralph's. What the hell did they do with this salad? It's dry, raw, sauce is lacking. I don't know, but anyways, it's an okay meal. I'm gonna eat some chocolate and eat some ice cream later. But yeah, I rushed out and I returned to USC. I went to Taper Hall, the legendary Taper Hall. I remember the days when I and Thomas sneaked into Taper Hall to film a scene for his short film. So I went to the second floor to see the meeting of Asian Pacific Islander Cinema Club, APCA, or Cinema Association. And I saw a crowd of people going into room 201, so I followed them, and it's huge. It's like a lecture hall, and it's completely jam-packed with people. It has like at least 100 in there. It's crazy, and half the people there aren't even Asian, so I was kind of confused. And I DM'd Equal. I was like, hey, are you going to the APCA meeting? And he's like, yeah, I'm heading over. And I was like, okay, sure. I'm at the center of the room right now. And Equal has arrived, and he's like, I don't see you. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm at the wrong room. So I left that room, and then it's very awkward, because I'm there, and everyone there are like chads and hot girls. And I feel very out of place. Turns out multiple club meetings are being held at the same time at that level at Taper Hall, assuming that multiple club meetings are happening all around USC, which is crazy. But finally I found a room. I was only late for a few minutes. It's okay. But even so, holy fucking balls. There's like 60 people in that room. This is like 10 times more than my world building class. It's crazy how many people are in this club or just showing up today. I don't know how much percent of them have paid already. I've paid already. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so I sat, and then the leadership team introduced themselves. Only half of them showed up. And oh my god, there are like 50 people in the leadership team. Or that's an exaggeration. More like 20? It's still a lot. Like, there's so many programs within this club. Like Close Up, which is a little team that's producing a web series. Or like a dating show. The web series is a different thing. And then there's a PA program, which is spearheaded by like 5 people. And one of them is North. Thus why North was talking to me about the PA program. Which is interesting. but North wasn't here today. So there's so many people, and a lot of them are Asian Americans, I feel like. But it's pretty cool and kind of scary to see so many Asians in one place again. Um, Even though in Hong Kong it's like that. But yeah, and then there's a moment where we had ice breaking activity, and it's kind of similar to that TA game that the TA played with us in the first discussion session of CTCS 300. So we went to it's essentially like a multiple choice thing. A front left of the room, front right of the room, back left, back right. What's your favorite movie genre? Rom-com, front right. Action, front left, etc., etc. And the whole point of that is to just talk to people and say, hi, hey, what's your name? And for some reason, I was really relaxed today, so I was able to like talk to people, hey, what's your name? Because I didn't really care all that much. But yeah, honestly, I feel like the best way to describe this is a nothing burger. It's a whole lot of nothing. It's huge. It's a humongous club with a lot of events, big talks. They have a kickback, which I believe is another word for party. They hold banquets. They have shoots. It's exciting and all, but also none of them are that interesting. I feel like they're all kind of tame, and I feel like most of the people in that room are just happy extroverts, and it's not really for me. I don't think I can even spot a single person that is remotely interesting. Good thing is Equal was there and we talked, even though we were separated by the seats. But yeah, I was able to like get a couple Instagram follows, but I don't think I'll ever really see them again. But it's cool. I paid the fees. Now I'm in this club, so maybe this club will bring me somewhere. Maybe I'll join shoots. I don't know. I think my strategy in USC right now, aside from taking classes and getting a degree, the real strategy is to get to know the production people and just sort of infiltrate them so that I can also get the dibs on the 310 and the 480. That's the whole point. So that's that. But yeah, I left with Equo, and Equo was like, this is already okay. Like, C Casa and K Casa, which is basically C Casa is CASA, K Casa is KSA. Or KSA? Oh no, CASA is Chinese American Student Association. Not even Chinese American Student Association. And there are like 300 people in it. It's horrifying. And then KSA is also like humongous. And Japanese people is nowhere to be found. Like they have completely disappeared in central LA. They just don't exist. And it's funny how many Japanese people exist in West LA, Aoba, Takumi, etc., etc., Karin, friggin' Nagisa, the list goes on, Yuto, Yugo, but in central LA, they just disappeared. But, yeah, we'll see. I paid the fee already. Who knows? So Rachel will show up tomorrow to class to Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to that. Too bad I can't hang out with them afterwards because I have the CTCS 300 discussion, but it's good to have someone in class with and not Ryan, who I just can't really talk too much to. But yeah. Yeah, not much else. I have a lot to do still. I really want to get the Bakemonogatari Blu-ray. I know I've been spending life savings on Blu-rays, but I really need to get that. After that, I can chill. Trust me. There's the Evangelion one, but that can wait. Right now, all I need is the Bakemonogatari one. And then Happy Together by Kino Lorber. That's also out of print. Oh my god, I don't know. Blu-rays, man. I love them. Yeah, nothing else. I'm happy I got free lunch today. My roommate's opposite me, Jesus and his girlfriend, they're moving out. And it's like how when Cindy moved out, half the houses, half the apartment just disappeared because a lot of the stuff belongs to Cindy. Similar, I guess, in a way. The rack is gone, a bunch of pots and pans are gone. But thankfully I can manage because I'm really well prepared. But yeah, my fork was on the rack and now it's not. It has disappeared. So I don't know where it went, but it has disappeared. I just used it for dinner. But my pair of scissors, which has disappeared for 2 weeks, thankfully Jesus has it. He gave it back to me, which is great. But yeah, I saw his girlfriend and I just saw this as an opportunity to just ask her where's my fork, and he just reached down to the bottom of her bag to find a bunch of random utensils. Not this, and I'm like, never mind. There's a fork, and it's very bended, and I can recognize that that's not my fork. That's Jesus' fork. But yeah, who cares? Forks go missing. I have an extra fork. So, not the end of the world. I have an extra fork there, and I believe I have an extra fork here as well, because I'm just that kind of person. I'm prepared for a fucking zombie apocalypse. Like, if I'm trapped in my room right now, I got donuts, jelly, candy, granola bars, muffins, bread, tortilla, chocolate. I have plates over here. I don't have water, but I have this. Push comes to shove, I have tap water over there, and miraculously I have a fucking water filter over here. Yeah, I have flute for entertainment purposes. I have 2 laptops, 2 phones. I have books, Blu-rays, mangas, shitloads of clothes. I have a electronic balance here, 4, 5 bags maybe. Like, I can survive here just by staying here. I have a bed, 2 sets of bed sheets and blankets. I mean, clock, lamp. If the light goes out, I have a freaking lamp as well. Like, I'm so prepared. This is such a great base for me. I kind of don't want to move, even though the area is garbage. But $1,200 for rent? Let me take it. I'll take it, okay? And also, USC housing is like, if I stop being a student, they'll just kick me out. I can stay here for a while, So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, time now is, 11:14 a.m. on January 31st. Okay, slept from 3:40 to 11, which is not bad. It's 7 hours and 20 minutes. It's not bad at all. Yeah. So fuck. I wish I could have slept earlier. Again, yesterday was unproductive. Maybe I'm giving myself too much to do in a day, or maybe I was really unproductive, but I was able to finish a religion homework, so that's really good. But still, I barely did anything for art history class. The paper should be easy. It's like a 3 to 4 page essay. I could bang it out within one day. Honestly, it's fine. Yeah, but I didn't do much. I didn't have any time to watch any TV shows or movies. I watched Silent Night the first 10 minutes and then I ran out of time. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I need to edit my Blu-ray video. And then I was too sleepy. I almost fell asleep editing my video. I wasn't even watching a movie. I fell asleep editing a video. I was so sleepy. So I realized I just had to go to bed. So yeah, I didn't finish a lot of stuff. I still haven't figured out the cracked Premiere Pro thing. Apparently, to create proxies, you need Premiere Pro first, or you need DaVinci Resolve. I don't know. It's all a crazy mess. I don't know how proxies work. I know I sound like an idiot right now, but that's true. And then the Mercari Bakemonogatari Blu-ray, I tried to buy it last night, and it didn't work. I tried to use my American Express, didn't work. Tried to use my my HSBC card, didn't work. I tried to use my Citibank, didn't work. It kept denying me, saying that there's something wrong with my bank. So and I went online to check. Apparently, this happens when you have a profile. Like if you're a fraud, or like I don't know, if you have a criminal background. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Maybe it's too good to be true. Maybe $250 for Bakemonogatari is too good to be true. Like, so much so that people can't even fucking buy it. Maybe it's secretly sold out. It doesn't say sold out, but maybe it's secretly sold out. But yeah, I did some thinking. I did a lot of thinking with Bakemonogatari Blu-ray. Like, I thought to myself, is it worth it? Because not a lot of people spend this much money on a fucking Blu-ray. And if this Blu-ray comes back to print, then I'm an idiot for spending this much money on it. But I don't think it will ever come back to print, because Aniplex doesn't do that. So I don't know. All I need is this Bakemonogatari Blu-ray to start off my Monogatari collection. And then the rest should be slightly easier and slightly cheaper. Fuck. We'll see. But yeah, today I'm just gonna I'm gonna film a couple reviews. And then I'm going to go to USC for CTPR or CTCS 394 American Film History. Hopefully I get to meet Equal and Rachel there. Finally a friend group to hang out with in class. And what a coincidence too, goddamn. And yeah, hopefully and then afterwards it's probably the discussion. If it's like over Zoom again, then I mean I'll just hang out with Rachel and Ikuo and just like have Zoom at the side or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, and then that's it for today. That's it for today. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, gotta create proxies.
唔知喎，可能你根本就唔使讀咁多 G。
All right, time now is God damn it, this is such a big fucking mess. Frick. Okay. Ugh. Time now is 12:22 after midnight on it's February 1st, but call it January 31st. Yeah, so today is semi-interesting. Which is pretty good. I like it when days are semi-interesting. And not super interesting is good, but too much of it will just hurt. Yeah, once again, even though I slept for 7.5 hours today, or more like 7-ish, I still feel sleepy as fuck. And I woke up a little bit earlier than planned so that I can film 2 reviews and finish editing my Blu-ray video. And lo and behold, after I woke up, I was dead inside and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't immediately go boom, 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 boom and start working. Instead, I went to the bathroom. And then after that, I realize I have less than an hour left to eat breakfast, film reviews and edit my Blu-ray video, and then eat lunch. So, fuck me. So, I had breakfast, which is steamed rice rolls, which tastes pretty good. I actually steamed them completely. I had a granola bar, and then I realized I don't have time. So I filmed a 5-minute movie review. I skipped the album review. I didn't do it. And then I had lunch, and I barely had time. I wanted to make tortilla with guacamole and black beans and tuna, but Jesus took everything away. His can opener, his knife, everything's gone. And I have a can of black beans, and I know I have a can opener somewhere. I just don't have the time to find it. Turns out it's just over there inside the black bag. But I'm like, fuck it. So I changed the plan, and I had 2 toast, a slice of cheese, some tomatoes, some smoked turkey ham, mayonnaise, and then eat it as a sandwich. It's still a lot to be done. I don't know why I decided to do such a complicated lunch. But I missed the bus. The 1:20 bus, I missed it. So the next one is 1:50. So I finished the sandwich, and I even thought, okay, I'll just lift there. But at the end, I was right on time for the 1:50 bus. And by right on time, I mean I almost missed that one too. So I took that bus and then went to school. So CTCS 394. It's American film history. It's the 4th week. I went in there looking for Equal and Rachel. They weren't there. Both of them haven't even arrived yet. So I was right on time for the class. So I took the class and everything, and Equal finally showed up. He sat near me. I sat at the left side this time because I know Equal sits at the left. So I could immediately find him. And then at some point, Rachel finally showed up. I turned around and here she is. I mean, she's a few rows behind me. So, during break, I spoke with them a little bit. And it's cool that I can see Rachel. And we spoke a little bit, and it's a-okay. And, yeah, and then, the professor played a couple clips. They're so boring, and I fell asleep. I was struggling. The moment the lights dim, suddenly I'm into sleep mode. Same with the world building class. It's like the moment the lights dim, I just want to fucking sleep. So, yeah. I feel like I'm conditioned to do that. Don't tell me I have new acne. Please don't. But, yeah, nothing else. So, at some point, Equal left, so we had a pretty good talk about what classes to waive and what classes not waive, because Rachel filed 2 waives, waive petitions, and she got accepted for one and denied for another. One is for film 1, which waives CTCS 190, which is intro to film. Thank God, I want to waive that one so bad. I love movies, but I don't need to take a class to introduce me to films, okay? I've been a film fanatic and a cinephile since I was like 15, and I've been actively making short films since a while ago, so I don't need to intro this again, okay? I don't. And I also want to waive international cinema. But yeah. So, Eco left because he has some stuff to do, and then it's just me and Rachel. I thought Rachel left, so I decided to just go with her. So I grabbed my laptop and my backpack and wanted to leave. Turns out she's only going to the bathroom. So we went back to the theater and I watched one out of the 2 movies that the professor was going to play. And holy shit, are they boring. It's direct cinema, so it's basically a documentary. But even less interesting than a documentary, it's just nothing but real life footage, which of course has its purpose. It has its aesthetics, and I like it, but really not my thing. And I was awake for the most part, but I was thinking about something else. And the moment I wasn't, I just started falling asleep. So yeah, and then after that ended, by the time the second movie starts, I left, and Rachel also left, and that's great because now we have 1 hour and 20 minutes to kill. So we just talked and talked. There's a lot to talk about our community college that we both transferred from, about USC in general, and about HKSA because I'm going to their meeting tomorrow night, yada yada. And we went to the USC Village. She ordered Starbucks to wake herself up. Apparently, she returned to LA like 2 days ago, and immediately after returning, she had a meetup with friends, which is crazy. I never do that. If I have a terrible plane ride, I go home, I immediately sleep as soon as possible, as soon as I can. When I went back in December 18th, I went to bed as soon as I can, and by that I mean as soon as I can set up my blankets and bed sheets, and I can take a shower with a shower towel and shower body wash and everything. The moment I acquire those things and toothbrush, toothpaste, I'll go to sleep. And that took me a while, but yeah. And she's super jet lagged. She's super tired. But it's cool, because I write notes for my classes. Aside from the world building class, I pretty much have a dedicated Word document for all of these classes. And I started writing these notes since 1 week ago, so it's crazy how fast I'm writing these notes. Even during class today, in American Film History class, I'm secretly writing notes for my religion class, which I'm really excited to take tomorrow morning. Ironically, the class I'm most excited for is about Jesus Christ. And the fact that it's small makes it even easier for me to speak up and whatever. But yeah, so that's that. So we went to SCA and we just sat down and chatted. There's really a lot to be said. First of all, she's not even in film production. She's in CAMS. She spent 3 years in the previous community college, and then last year, and I think she's also a spring admit, and she's exactly admitted 1 year before me. So this is her third semester, and out of 4. And this is my first semester out of 5, which is kind of insane. But she's pessimistic about things. She's like, what's the point of studying anyways? I just had an existential crisis because if I study film, so what? It's super difficult for international students to find a job and get into OPT. Even if we manage to find a job, we will need the working visa, and for that, it's like a chance thing, and the chance is 8%. It's the first time I heard that. Apparently, it's not guaranteed. If I find a job, I get a work visa. Apparently, that's not guaranteed. But of course, the other route is the artist visa, which is a little bit simpler, but you need to hire a lawyer, and the lawyer needs to prove that you're an artist. It's called the O1 and the O2. Or the third option is to go to Canada, because Canada has a new policy for Hong Kongers that automatically gives you a work visa. Otherwise, I'll have to return to Hong Kong. But yeah, in terms of scholarships, jobs, it's all very gloomy. But I don't know, but I come off hopeful. Like, at least I have connections. At least I've gone onto film sets many times, and not as many times as Elin and Ariel and Cliff. They're the goats, but the goats, as in, they're great. Not the greatest, but they're great. They're doing good in life. But yeah, I just I don't know. You never know. It's odd for me to be optimistic, or I'm not optimistic. I'm just, maybe it's not that bad. Like, if I try really, really hard, maybe I can still get a job at the campus. If I try really, really hard, I feel like I can somehow get an artist visa. But yeah, anyways, that's too far into the future. For her, this will happen within a year. For me, I still have 2.5 years until this happens. But yeah, HKSA, apparently Rachel has never really mingled with the HKSA people, but she has heard rumors about them, you know, not being nice. But who knows? She's never really been to an HKSA meeting in person. So tomorrow night I'm gonna go just for fun. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared to go to these meetings. I'm just gonna show up. Like, what are they gonna do? Stab me? I'm just gonna show up tomorrow night, walk into the room, say hi, get some people's Instagrams, have a free boba, and then walk away. Like, that's the whole fucking point. It's not gonna mean anything, okay? But yeah. So we took our respective classes. The discussion section for CTCS 300. I raised my hand a couple times, spoke up, really nice. Feeling more comfortable this time around speaking up. I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable to speak up. I enjoy speaking up sometimes. It's crazy because back in Form 4 and Form 5, I don't think I've ever raised my hand once during a lesson back in secondary school. But now I do that quite often, and it's not bad, you know. And again, if it's about something I'm genuinely interested in, like film or art history or religion, you know. And Rachel was even talking about how, oh, I should minor in something, maybe like a business class, so that I can find an internship within business, and that's gonna give me some money, and it's a better chance at finding a job after I graduate. I'm doing a religion minor just for fun. Like, it's not gonna get me anywhere. But I probably should care. But yeah. So we had our respective discussion classes. After that, I spoke with Logan a little bit. He's taking this intro to Korean cinema class, and I asked him what did he watch, and he's like, "Oh, The Housemaid," and I'm like, "Okay, I watched that one, of course." And then I waited a little while. Rachel showed up again. Oh yeah, while speaking with Rachel, Ava walked past me. Holy shit! And I'm like, "Ava, hey!" She saw me, and she's like, and then she left. What a swagger! What a swag person! But yeah. I can tell white women apart from each other now. Haha. But it's interesting that it would happen. I mean, it would eventually happen, but But yeah, I talked with Rachel a little more. Rachel wants to go to the gym immediately after, which is crazy. When the sun is down, I just want to go home. Sundown is like a warning. In LA, sun going down, which means bad. You must go home. But yeah, Rachel wants to go to the gym, and I thought it would be a good idea for me to go visit the gym first. Have a good bearing, have a good sense of what the gym is. So we went to the Leon Center, which is huge. In my opinion, it's not huge. I mean, sure, the one in UCLA is basically a whole building, but this one is big, in my opinion. And yeah, I really need some gym partners and gym buddies. If I go in there solo, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I went back home, yada yada, period. Right now, I have a lot to do. And once again, I don't know if I can finish them all. I'll try my best to finish Silent Night, the movie, tonight, and I'll try my best to get the cracked Adobe Premiere Pro, but there's a big chance that I probably won't even be able to do that again. And there's also the fucking art history class paper. Fuck. Yeah. But yeah, Jesus and his girlfriend has moved out. I believe they're gone. So who knows? Hopefully the new roommate is a hot Asian girl. Because if not, I'm going to be so disappointed. But I don't know. An Asian person would be nice. A clean person. Most importantly, it needs to be a person who's clean and is willing to keep up rules. Like, oh, let's, clean the kitchen and install some paper towels. Because right now, if I lay out my sponges outside and I have a tissue box outside, my roommates are just gonna use it. Also, Vanessa, the girl, where is she? I haven't seen her in weeks. Yet the room beside me is the light is on 24/7, and it's been on for like 3 days in a row. It's very creepy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she left and she left the light on. Maybe she's dead and she left the light on when she died. Don't know what happened, but really weird. Yeah, that's it. I don't have what to say. Yeah, excited for religion class tomorrow. And I need to, so much stuff to do. And Thomas is asking me to write him a letter of recommendation. Oh shit, I need to email the Italian professor, right? For my letter of recommendation. Yeah, who knows?